Alright boys, unfortunately we are in the apocalypse right now. I don't know if you guys have heard. If you haven't been living under a rock, most likely you have heard. But basically, the Canadian wildfires, or whatever you want to call them, have leaked into the entire north portion of the United States. And the air outside is toxic. I can't remember this ever happening before this, but there's literally nothing to do right now because no one's outside. So the only thing we can do is review shoes, which is what we were going to do anyway. Today we have a shoe that I literally have seen maybe 2 videos of on the internet, and I don't know if that's because no one wants them or because no one has them, but these are the Nike Dunk Low UNLVs, but not just any old UNLV, the Satin UNLVs. And actually, this is my first time putting them into the camera, and they actually look super cool. Like, look at that. Anyway, let's jump into the details of the shoe and talk a little bit about it. There's not going to be that much to say because it's not a collab or anything. But let's take a look at the box like we usually do. Just a normal Nike box, white Nike on top of a red background. These are actually a women's, so these are women's size 10 and a men's size 8.5. And as we open it, you can see there's really nothing inside besides some wrapping paper. So, jumping into the shoe itself, on the lateral side, it just looks like a regular Dunk, except it is extremely vibrant. It looks honestly really good in the camera, even better than in hand. It comes out brighter in the camera for some reason. So basically the main 2 colors on the shoe are a satin red and a satin gray. Very similar to the UNLV Dunk, just the regular ones. Just that these are obviously a different material. So the red and gray alternate and contrast each other. You got the gray on the toe box, the red laces, red and gray on the back, right there. And the gray is more like a silver in this case, just because it's a very satin looking finish, so it does appear to be shiny to the hand. On the medial side we got the exact same deal, and then on the bottom you just got a regular Nike bottom, like a red bottom. The midsole is just a regular white, so that does definitely pop against the upper of the shoe, because from the bottom portion of the shoe it does look like a regular Nike Dunk, but if you take a closer look at the upper, it is actually a satin Dunk. On the tongue you got Nike in red, as you would expect. And then inside you just got Nike right there. On the other shoe you got the exact same deal. Just got that same satin finish. As far as the materials on the shoe go, like, they are pretty soft, but at the same time they feel very like velvety, I guess you can say. This red literally looks like red velvet, like if you were to see it on a red carpet or something. It is a pretty cool feeling material. The gray as well is a little bit more smooth, I think, than the red. The red appears to be a little bit more harsh, if you're asking my opinion. The liner on the shoe is just like maybe like a linen, a red linen. I don't know what other material that is, but something of that sort. And these lacelets are also different. They got like a brushed steel look to them. Pretty cool. These look like very fancy. They look like a shoe that might cost a lot of money, but they are going for the cheap. The Jordan 1 satins, all of those go for the high, and satin shoes are usually women's, so that means that the bigger sizes go for more, especially in this like in the case of a more popular shoe like a Dunk or a Jordan. But unfortunately these are not going to do numbers. They really had no hype behind them, but they are still a cool shoe that I think is worth reviewing real quick. Just in between our big stream of Yeezy content that has been going on lately. We got 3 more black Yeezys coming in the mail. You can probably guess what all 3 of them are, but for now we're reviewing these because content can't make itself, right? But with that being said, that's pretty much it. In terms of like styling real quick, these would probably be pretty easy to style with some red shirt or like a white shirt maybe. But other than that, they are really loud, so they probably wouldn't get too much wear. That's usually how it works with louder sneakers. Like the more muted colors, like maybe the UNC's, would match with more muted colors like this shirt, which is why I think more muted shoes are probably better, even though I have been a proponent of louder shoes in the past, but I just don't think they're all that wearable. That's all I'm saying. But before I start rambling on and on, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you all later. Peace.